The Generation 7 Mythicals and Legendary Pokemon are quite extensive and quite unique and powerful. So I can't wait to break this down in this video today. So with all that said, let's jump right in. Welcome back, my trainer club. We have the first generation Legendary Pokemon in Pokemon Go, which is gonna be Tapu Koko. Maybe not the most exciting of all the legendaries, but there are a lot of legendaries in this generation. Not only that, there's mythical Pokemon in here as well that they're exciting, man. There are some really cool Pokemon in here that I think are gonna be quite unique in themselves, number one, and definitely shake up the meta. And something like a Solgaleo, which is a boss Pokemon. I cannot wait to see these Pokemon in raid bosses. So do you think these Pokemon are gonna be coming soon? Probably not. Maybe in the summer we'll get maybe a boss Pokemon. I could totally be wrong, but that's just what I'm saying. And thinking about, even though we definitely are in need of a Pokemon Go raid boss shake up. Like, the raid bosses are stale, don't get me wrong. It's cool to see a new shiny form come out, but dang, we need something new and fresh, and Generation 7 is bringing just that into Pokemon Go. So with all that said, let's jump right in. So the first Pokemon is Tapu Koko. If you want to see about that Pokemon, you can check it out up here. Is it going to be worth powering up? It's all in that playlist. So let's move right on. The next, we have Tapu Lele, which is going to be a Fairy and a Psychic type Pokemon, maxing out at 3,950. It has an attack of 259, a defense of 209, and a stamina of 172. So being that it's a unique type combination, this one significantly depends on what the moveset will be, because the Fairy type combination, similar to as Tapu Koko, could heavily be dependent on if it gets Charm, number one, and then does it get Dazzling Gleam, or is it gonna be like a Moonblast and not Charm combination? That's gonna be most important. And then we have Tapu Bulu, which is gonna max out at 3,865 with a Grass and a Fairy combination. Once again, all these Pokemon are heavily dependent on the movesets that they are potentially gonna get. So we're just gonna cover the stats and see what are they doing and where they're gonna sit. Which, if we do compare this Pokemon to Zarude, it's not quite as good as far as the stats go as a meta attacker standpoint, but maybe viable for PvP. And then we have the Tapu Fini, which is going to be a water and a fairy type, with the notable stat of a defense at 254. So as far as these Pokemon, are they meta attackers? They are not going to be meta attackers. Could they be PvP Pokemon? Absolutely, if they get the right moveset, like Tapu Koko doing the best in the Master League in the mid 50s. And then next we have Cosmog, which is kind of like the legendary version of Smeargle. Psychic type, extremely low stats, does not max out over 500, but it's worth mentioning because it is a legendary in this generation. And then we have Cosmo-o, another psychic type, maxing out at 924 legendary in here. Also, just worth mentioning, which then moves us into what we've been waiting for, Solgaleo. Solgaleo is going to be a psychic and a steel type combination. It's gonna max out at 4,570 with an attack value of 255, a defense of 191, and a stamina of 264. So this Pokemon, man, looks really good. Has weaknesses of ground, ghost, fire, and dark. And that's it, just 4. And pretty much everything else is a resistant. Double resistant to poison and psychic. And then everything else on the list, which there are 8 remaining, are all going to be resistances. So, cool Pokemon. Definitely gonna be a shaker up of potentially PvP meta attackers as well. So, depending on what the moveset goes, because as of right now, there's nothing loaded into Pokemon Go. And then next, we have Nihilego, which is going to be a poison and a rock type. Max CP of 4465, it's quite high up there. With an attack value of 249, 210, and 240 for the stamina. And then let's check out Lunala, maxing out at 4,570, has the exact same stats as does the Solgaleo. However, this Pokemon is going to be a psychic and a ghost type, so it is going to have double weakness to dark as well as ghost, which does make it quite susceptible. And then we have Buzzwole, maxing out at 3,912. It's going to be a fighting as well as a bug type Pokemon. I'm excited to see this Pokemon finally make its way into Pokemon Go. I'm sure hoping that it does get something along the lines of counter and dynamic punch, so it can make a splash in this category. And then maybe Mega Horn as well. I know that's a lot of really boss movesets on this Pokemon, but hey, why not put something meta relevant as the bug category that can potentially compete with other categories, because usually bug is outcompeted by other things when we are going after raid bosses. And then next we have Pheromosa, 3,213 is gonna be the max CP. It's gonna be a bug and a fighting. But then next, an electric Pokemon was gonna be Xurkitree, all electric, 4,451 maxed out. This Pokemon is gonna be a glass cannon, but it might be able to do a lot of damage and may be worth it because it has a a attack value as of right now at 330, which is absolutely insane. And then we have Celesteela, which is going to be a steel and a flying type Pokemon. Maxing out at 3,507, this Pokemon only has 2 weaknesses of fire and electric and a lot of resistances, so for the Go Battle League, this Pokemon does look quite nice. And then we have Kartana, which is grass and steel. Yes, both of those combinations will make it double weak to fire. 4,156 maxed out. With an attack value of 323, this one could be another glass cannon, but with the right grass moveset, this thing could really dominate the grass category. And then we have the Guzzlord, which is going to be a dark and a ghost type Pokemon, but check this out. It has a stamina of 440, max CP of 3264, and a defense of only 99. So this thing is definitely a very tanky Pokemon, but it might not do so well because of it just being only tank and not so much attack. And then we have an all psychic type Pokemon, which is going to be Necrozma, maxing out at 4163 with an attack value of 251. Then we have Magearna, which is going to be a steel and a fairy type, max CP of 4087. This Pokemon will only be weak to ground and fire. Wow, really cool Pokemon right there. Pretty good stats on that one for being a steel and a fairy type combination. And Magearna is going to be a mythical Pokemon, which is then going to be followed by Marshadow. Marshadow is going to be a mythical as well. It's a ghost and a fighting type, maxing out at 4217, 265 in an attack, 190 and 207 on the stamina, followed by a Poipole, which is a legendary Pokemon, poison type. It does not max out over 2000. And then we have Naganadel, which is going to be a poison and a dragon type, maxing out at 3587 with an attack of 263. This is a unique combination of a Pokemon, which I'm excited to see make it into the game. Probably not going to breach the top attacker standpoints. May do something decent in PvP though. And then we have Stakataka, which is going to be a rock and a steel type Pokemon, maxing out at 3724 with an attack of 213 and a defense of 298. Wow. With it being that combination though, it is definitely going to be double weak to fighting. So does look a little bit promising for Go Battle League, but at the same time, there's a lot of prevalence in fighting, and with the wrong switch on that Pokemon could definitely put you in a susceptible situation. And then we have Black Kefalon, which is going to be a fire and a ghost type with a max CP of 3727 and an attack value of 315. And then we have the mythical of Zorora, an electric Pokemon, 3865 maxed out, 252 as an attack, and a stamina of 204. So wow guys, that is a lot of legendary and mythical Pokemon. I hope you guys are ready for Generation 7. There's a lot of stuff that we're going to be getting after. My favorites in here are going to be the Solgaleo, the Lunala, and then we have a couple other ones that could do quite well, such as the Xurkitree as well as the Buzzwole. So let me know in the comments below which Pokemon are you looking forward to most in this generation. So thank you guys for being here as always. To all of my likers, my commenters, my subscribers, my Patreon members, everybody take your support, subscription, anticipation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.